Chapter 14, Consumer Decision Process and Problem Recognition. Problem recognition is step one when you begin to buy anything. If you don't see a problem, you're not going to do anything. So, purchase involvement. You can go from low involvement, habitual things that you already know what works. You're happy you can find it wherever you go, you know about it. You can have high involvement purchases, things that cost a lot, have a lot of risk, and there's everything in between. So nominal, which is this category, and then nominal is just brands that are easy to make because you're loyal to them, or then you have people who don't care. As long as they're close, they'll take the discount, buy the cheaper one, so they'll try different products. Limited decision making means you really kind of think what's in your head, what you already know. You don't go out and look too far because you're pretty close to being able to solve your problem with very little research. Extended decision making, the more the money goes up, the more you care about that, the more of a risk, the more it matters. So in the process, back again we go to number one, recognizing your problem. So you say, I'm here, I want to be there, I have a problem. If you don't see a problem, you won't do anything about it. It doesn't matter what we think are problems, it matters what customers think are problems. People want to resolve their problems. It depends on how big their problem is to what they'll do about it, because everybody has limited money, limited time. So your problem resolution should always be something that saves money or saves time. That's mostly what people want. An active problem is one where people actually kind of know about it and want to do something about it. An inactive problem is something that they don't really know they could fix. Typo in the book, consumers who instead, or consumers that instead of consumers who. You guys know this, so don't feel bad. Everybody makes typos. I see lots of them in the textbooks, but I'm glad you know better. So here they talk about doing some research, and they're looking at the difference between fireplaces and charcoal grills. And obviously, if you read this, that charcoal is the first market to deal with because they have an active association with the solution. Uncontrollable determinants. There are things that you can't do anything about. People get married, people get divorced, things like that. So you just have to try to deal with all the different ways people live, all the different things people need. So big brands usually have a lot of different products because they have all these different factors that they want to associate with. So sometimes as you go through your life, you'll just switch to different options. You'll still buy the same product brands, you just have a lot of variety. So you'll see that in spaghetti sauce, all kinds of things. Government agencies and consumer groups are out there trying to keep us from consuming anything bad. When you're trying to figure out what people want, mostly you use intuition to kind of get an idea, and then you use market research to make sure you're right. Activity analysis is picking on a particular activity and trying to figure out, what can go wrong while you're using it, what could make it better. When you go to problem analysis, you look at product issues and you say, what kinds of things can I identify out there in different products that I already encounter that I wish could be fixed. When you look at human factors research, you're looking to see, how do people react with the product? How do they actually use it? How hard is it to use it? Could we make it easier? Could we make it faster? Could we save time? Could we save money? Are we over packaging? Emotion research is going in and doing a lot of focus groups. That's pretty direct. You have to get face to face with people. So when you respond to consumer problems, consumers, they're the herd you're following. You're either in front of them, behind them eating dirt, or you're on the side, which is the better place to be. So they have some problems. What you have the opportunity to do is deal with your 4 Ps. You alter your product, you alter your place, you alter your pricing, or you alter your promotion, and you respond to what they need. Generic versus selective problems. Generic problems means floating all boats. Selective problem recognition means coming up with or promoting a problem that only you can solve. So most people want to advertise the benefits of their products. Other people say, well, you're trying to make people buy things they don't need. When do you recognize your problem? A lot of people buy at the last minute. If you can help them trigger recognition or recollection of having needed it before, you might be able to move demand up a little bit into a different reporting segment. You also maybe want to counter whatever you hear the government or anybody who's anti your product saying, so you can say things to mitigate that. Here we are at the end of chapter 14, learning objectives. Be sure to read these. And so we're at the end of chapter 14. Thank you.